everyone, this is Hachiri, and we're back in FTB Interactions. Now, last episode, and during the recording, we started work on this, and we got this finished up during the stream. And we have all of our active, constant produced chemicals going into our ME system and being controlled by level emitters. And basically keeping it to about 8,000 buckets of each. We don't really need a whole lot of stuff. We do have 3 spares here, and then we got space for like 4 more on this line, because we can really only set up about 10 per line due to channel constraints. But yeah, we got that set up. We did some consolidation due to the new way of handling polyethylene and vinyl chloride. As you can see, we got all that condensed. We did get all of our chemicals emptied, so all of these tanks are going to be going bye-bye here in a few. And we're gonna kind of do something new today. Now, one thing I did set up on the stream is I went ahead and got our flooring chicken going. And I only set up a single one because it was like, why? But it looks like he's kind of backing up, so we're gonna turn on the overclock and just let it go to town. And he will constantly produce fluorine for us, and that will get all fused up in there. Now, I moved the polychloride. I changed its setup to use the new setup that was given in 2.0. We have condensed our stuff, so our diluted sulfuric thing is right here, and then we have an empty one. And I was originally just gonna have the hydrofluoric acid just be pumped directly into our Teflon production instead of saving it, until I realized that yeah, we could use it for Teflon. We could also use it for uranium hexafluoride, which is used for a photonuclear fusion chamber. So, with that in mind, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, you know, I think we're going to save some of that in the system. So we're going to get that set up right now. We're going to start making hydrofluoric acid and getting that produced. And the looks like we don't need any circuits. It's just hydrogen fluorine, pretty basic. So if I come over here, this is our hydrogen. We'll plop that in there, and then our fluorine should be right there. And that gives us our fluorine. And this is now producing the hydrofluoric acid. Now we're gonna take a bucket of this, and we're gonna configure one of these unconfigured chains for it. And I'm just gonna keep like 9,000 buckets for now. I think that's a nice round number. And I put it in the wrong tank. There we go. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of get that sorted here. I really need like stairs or something. last thing we need to do is I guess it's already pointing that way. And there we go. And that's now going to produce and go into the system. Now, we will initially run out of fluorine because I don't have a whole lot built up in there. But that's fine. That's fine. It will eventually refill. I'm not worried about it. In fact, I think the only reason we're using the fluorine is for the hydrofluoric acid. We don't need it for anything else. So that is perfect. That will keep us going. And we're good with that. All right. So we got that going. That's going to produce our hydrofluoric acid. Now we need to do chloroform. And one thing I noticed is it produces hydrochloric, which is fine. And we have the chloroform here. Now this is something I definitely only want for this. I don't want a bunch of hydrofluoric everywhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna grab some pumps, which I already have on me. We're gonna grab a couple of filters, and we're gonna make it to where the chloroform can only go out one way and the hydrochloric only goes out another. Now, fortunately, I already have 2 fluid filters here. So that will work out in our benefit. And what we're going to do is the hydrochloric we're going to send to the system. And the other stuff is going to go otherwise. Taking a look though, I don't think I have another fluid node on me. I do not. So we may need to go and make a fluid node. Or several fluid nodes. Unless I have one in here. Yada yada yada. No. Yep, I don't have any at all. Do I have shifting stars? Nope, don't have those either. So let's take a look. Now I could use conduits and just have a conduit line going all the way across. That is an option. It's not what I want to do, but it is an option. Do I have LV pumps? I do have LV pumps, at least. I have graphite, so let's make some graphite plates for right now. And then grab the stuff to make this. 4 ruined marble. 4 aquamarine. 2 luminous, 2 diamonds. I may need to look into automating the crafting of this later too. Do I happen to have some? Oh, look at that. I do. Alright, let's do that. And grab my wand. I'll be perfectly honest, I have no idea why that did that, but hey. Alright. So we have our shifting star. I think this is the only thing we're missing. So there is our fluid thingy. All right, so we got that. The other one's gonna actually go into another chemical reactor. Do I have more chemical reactors on me? Not in here. And apparently not there either. So we do need to make another chemical reactor. We're actually probably going to need to make 2. Huh. I'm missing gold cable. You are polyethylene. Now, the good thing about this is that we will be automating all of this wire here soon and keeping inventory levels. So we are gonna have that going on here soon. So I'm not too terribly worried. About some of this stuff, and we're gonna put away some of this because I have things in my inventory that's like, why do you have this in your inventory? It's because it was being used earlier. All of this will be put away soon. I'm debating on the air collector for the Teflon. Because on one hand, I wouldn't be using the oxygen. On the other hand, I produce so much oxygen. And fluorine and such is fairly limited. So and then is this built in a chemical as well? Yep. All right, we'll grab that as well. And then I'm gonna need one more fluid node. So let's get one more of these made. 4422. Okay. The bucket I have over here, I believe. All right. Another shifting star. And let's see. I still need this. I'm probably running low on ender pearl shards, but I'll make more here in a little bit. All right, cool. So now we have the two of those that we're gonna need. And this has the diluted hydrochloric, so we'll need a distillery. Which, that's actually what this was for. Is this the MV one? I think that's the MV one. Alright, so I need to make a distillery. There we go. And I'll put that distillery. I'll rearrange some stuff and sort out the distillery. Let's take a look here. So we got this one right here. We're out of fluorine, I think. Well, that's going direct to. I may need to have another one. Although this is doing hydrochloric too on the one, so I could have the distillery pump into the same. That's right. That's right. All right, well, cool. We are good. We are good. So what I'm going to do is we'll have a chemical reactor right here. We'll have the distillery right there. So this will make I have my order wrong. So all right. Chemical reactor. And both of these are going to pump out hydrochloric acid. And what I will do is, do I have a fluid filter on me, or did I toss them all? I tossed them all. But we're gonna grab a thing of hydrochloric, and we're gonna get that sorted. Alright, so we got one of those. I should have the ender conduit on me. Unless I put that away. I have a little right here. Okay, cool. And we are going to set up one of these for the diluted, simply because we're going to have quite a bit of it. And we really don't want to waste hydrochloric acid, if possible. So this is going to have this code. This is only going to be doing the hydrochloric. And we will get all of that set up shortly. I should probably go get my bucket. And we're going to grab a bucket of hydrochloric so we can program some of this stuff. All right. So there's our hydrochloric. Now I'm going to have a pump on this side, and we're going to add the filter, and we're going to blacklist hydrochloric from there. And I need my screwdriver. All right, so it's exporting. We have a filter. It is a blacklist. And hydrochloric is blacklisted from this. Because this is going to pump the chloroform into the system itself. Now, for under here, we're going to add the filter. It's going to be a white list. And we'll have the hydrochloric whitelisted. Well, we're going to actually put it on the extract because I'm an idiot. So that's going to extract only hydrochloric and put it into the node. And that will basically get things set up to make the tetrafluor. So now we just need to bind this machine. So I'm going to need one more of these. And we're going to do just that. We're going to bind this machine. And the other thing I'm going to need to do, actually, now I think about it, is I'm going to need to get one for the hydrofluoric, but we're gonna set that to go directly into the main line because there may be overage. So this should be hydrofluoric acid. It is. And that's not what we need for this. We need methane and chlorine. So let's see. Your chlorine. And where's methane? There we go. And that gives us the two chemicals, and now we need a circuit of config 1. And that basically makes our hydrofluoric. So now thinking that's the one I want to put this in for right now. Because the more I think about it, the more I realize we're going to have overages of this acid as we produce things. But that will keep it going to where it needs to go. Alright, so we have our chloroform. We just need to get our hydrochloric acid. Or hydrofluoric, I should say. I keep saying hydrochloric, it's hydrofluoric. Which I believe is you. And now we are getting our beautiful, beautiful Teflon and diluted hydrochloric acid. I'm just gonna throw that in there. It will go where it needs to go. Now we need to set up the system for to handle the overage of diluted, because I don't think this is going to process it that fast. I mean, it might. I could be 100% wrong on that. I do have that filter, so I'm just missing one of these. I guess let's take one of these in case I need to set up a filter. Let's take a drum and put it in here just so I can see how fast it goes through. Because I don't know if I want the system stalled by diluted. It looks like it's doing 2 buckets at a time. It is going pretty slow though. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, yeah, it'll take a while, but that will throttle it if we're using oxygen to produce this, which could be a benefit. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Let's get one of these. And we're gonna put in our filter. It's going to be a whitelist. We are whitelisting only the diluted hydrochloric. And we're gonna have that pumping into here. We may save ourselves a tank and just let this build up slowly. Now I'm gonna grab a bucket of this so I can handle the filter and kind of get this programmed. So we're putting in a filter. This is whitelist only. We have the tetrafluor and we're exporting. And it's not exporting. Oh. It's not exporting because I'm an idiot. There we go. And I think I'm pretty sure this does not have a byproduct. So we'll set that like so, throw this right here, and we're going to have this pump the Teflon directly into the system. And we're going to do a couple of things here. First, we're getting this. We're going to go over here to our oxygen. And we're going to add the Teflon item to the oxygen here. And I believe we need to add a circuit of 0. And that'll start making our polytetrafluoroethylene. Now, the last thing we need to do for this automation, just figure out which one of these I programmed for it. There we go. So we programmed this one for it. Hey, wuss. And yeah, I'm playing on the server. Alright, so we got that in there. Let's turn this on. It's going to start pumping it into the system. And with that, we have our polytetrafluoride, our Teflon. It's Teflon. We're just going to call it fracking Teflon. Automated. So we finally got that automated. No longer manually crafting Teflon over and over and over again. And what can we do with that? Why, we can start automating all of our stuff because we now have all of the chemicals, with the exception of like liquid metals, automated. So now it's time to start building all of our other parts. And how are you keeping up? Well, you actually are, for the most part, keeping up. It's a little slow. Just sort of keeping up. Good. Good. So, yes, Wuss, we are playing on the server. And we are currently streaming and recording live. You're going to be on YouTube. Okay, so with that done, I think the next thing on our list is kind of to decide where we're going to set up our automation and what tier machines we want to do that with. Now, we have the various materials building up in here. I do need to set up an automation around unstable mana, but right now I kind of don't have a whole lot of redstone and such. So I may make it to where unstable mana is created on demand, rather than constantly done. Now, taking a look at this, we are running a little low on hydrogen. We're good on chlorine, but our hydrogen, it dropped pretty low. Looks like it's slowly climbing, so it's stabilized, but that dropped pretty low. I was actually a little surprised about that. Fluorine is going up and down as it comes in. But overall, our fluids are stable. And we're in good shape with it all. So, time to get some automation going. And actually, I could probably build everything right here. So, I do have a single HV assembly machine. But before we do any of that, we need to make some crafting CPUs, and we need to get our lazy AE stuff built. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Now, I do have a bunch of this made, so we will need a bunch of vents, which requires the assembler frame, which requires this stuff. So let's get this stuff done. Now, we'll need a bunch of crafting tables. I don't know exactly how many I'll need. Let's see how much wood I got. I got a good amount of wood. Let's start with 4 stacks for now. And we'll make a whole bunch of skystone blocks. Now, I got 136. That's not going to be enough for what we're doing. So let's that's 8. That's 12. That can't be done that way. So I have to craft it first. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, two, three, four. So that'll be 16 stacks. Now we probably are going to need to make more of the ingots. And that's fine. I anticipated that. One, two, three, four. I think it's funny this ingot, even though it's lazy 82, doesn't show up under that. I have to actually type in Fluix to see how many I have left. All right, I'm gonna have to make a lot more, so we'll get into that shortly. But from what I understand, this multi-block basically you build a frame out of these blocks, and then the rest is vents or the actual port. And the max size you can make is 8x8. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the max that you can make is an 8x8, but that will pretty much handle everything you'll ever need, is my understanding. All right, so there is our 8x8 frame, and the rest of these we will be making parts with, because we need vents, we need the controller, we need pattern providers, and we need coprocessors. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to be building just to set this stuff up. Now, I don't know how many recipes a single one of each of these will make, but we'll get there. We'll figure that out and slowly but surely get everything attached. The other thing that we're going to need to get set up is crafting CPUs, and I'm probably going to put a couple on each side, probably 4 large crafting CPUs, or either 4 large ones. Yeah, we'll probably do 4 large ones, because we will be doing more crafting later, and we'll probably have more crafting CPUs like over here with the drives and stuff. And we'll get all of that built in. But for now, that's where the giant cube is probably going to be. But the more I look at this, and just the sheer size of it, kind of wondering if we need to move it elsewhere. Like, I don't know if I want it right here. Like it hinders the walkway. We may move this elsewhere. Let's see. Where else could we possibly build this? Probably underground. We do have that entire underground section that I was going to dig out and set up all of the blast furnaces in, which is partially why we have this under section here. So we may end up doing that. That might be what we do. But for now, let's go with it being up here for right now. And we'll adjust from there, because I'm not gonna fill this entire thing initially, so we'll probably be fine. Well, I need to make more of these things, so let's get a bunch of this stuff going. We only need one assembly controller, and let's see what all we got for that. We got all of these parts, so we're only missing this, which we can craft right there, and this, which is going to take a little bit. Can I make this? Well, I got that. I need the transistors for that one. What about these? Oh, look, more transistors. I'm noticing a theme. All right, so I have the chips, but I need to make these. And it's 3 per. So for every 2, I'm using 3 iron ingots. So let's see here. That is 6. Plus 16, so that's 22. Plus 4, so that's 26. Divided by 2, so we need 13 ingots of iron wire. All right. I mean, it's a good thing we don't have a shortage of iron ingots. Now, I know I won't be able to actually use this machine until we get our crafting CPUs, and that's fine. This is more about just getting the parts built at this point. And let's just preemptively make a stack of iron plates. And get that going. All right. Oh, we're still waiting on wire. Are you done yet? Although, wait a minute. That's 26 times 3. My math may be wrong. (26 times 3 divided by 2). -13. I need 26 more ingots worth of iron. Whoops. IR can math. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so we need one of you. Two of you. All right, and there is our assembler core. And let's just plop it right there. And open that up because our AE cable needs to actually connect to this. The rest of this is literally just making more of these and making these frames. Let's see how many we can make right off the bat. Well, we're able to make 39. Let's see how many we can cover with this. These vents. All right, so 35 per side it looks like. Well, 36 per side. So if it's 36 per side, I got 5 more sides to go. I need 176. I don't quite have that much. But we need to get and make iron bars anyway. So every 3 iron rods is 4 bars. 176 times 4 is 704 divided by 3. So every 3 ingots makes 6. So times 3. You know what? I'm just gonna make a shit ton of these. Iron. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 384. You know what? We'll just make all of these into iron bars. And we'll go with it. And I'm gonna need one of these and one of those. So depending on how many crafting coprocessors I want in this thing, as well as pattern providers. Alright. I kind of wonder why we need the coprocessors when we have coprocessors in the lazy AE. But we'll get to that. We'll deal with that. We do need some of these though, so we're gonna need to make a few crafting units. And I need to make stellar alloy. Holy cow. So both of those should be enough for 9. That will give me at least one mega one. But you know what? Let's split this off into 4, and then we'll increase it as we need. So 1, 2, 3, there we go. We'll just do that. And we'll just make all stellar alloy plates with that. All right, so we got that crafting. We're gonna make a whole bunch of these crafting units. Half of them are gonna go towards memory, some will go towards coprocessors, and we'll get it sorted. Just doing a little cleanup. And you are configuration 3. Let's pull you out. Does that need fluid? No fluid needed. I do need a chip that I can do though, so we'll grab you. Put that right there. And this will automatically craft the iron bars for us. Now to make the lazy AE, I do have a whole bunch of this carbonic flux, so I'm not worried about that. What we need is this, which is partially why I actually have all of that over there. So we're going to grab a stack of silicone. We're going to get 4 stacks of this started. And then I'm going to grab another stack of silicone, because we're going to be doing 8 stacks. And once we have all of that made, I'll take 2 stacks of the carbonic and we'll convert all of that into the lazy AE material. To get that started. Now, I have this crafting there. Let's take a look over here. What fluids and such do you got going on? You're hydrochloric, so let's pull you out. And put you away right there for now. Let's also put the rubber away. And let's go into here and get, let's see where we are in our cabling, because we're going to need a lot of dense cable. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to need to take some Teflon and make some cable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that will make all of our cables that we're needing. We do have these in here that we are going to need, so let's get this put in the system. And it looks like that's done. How are you in here? You're finishing up, it looks like. Very good. This may be way more iron bars than we need, but what's a little overage, right? All right, so let's continue building out our multi-block here. Get all of this done while our other stuff is processing. Do I have my builder wand on me? That would make this pretty fast, actually. Alright, cool. Oh, is that all of them? Alright. Alright, cool. So we still got quite a bit to make. We got 7 plus 36. So that's like 43. Alright, electrical steel. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. Let's get these ingots going. I know where I'm going in my base. Surely I do. I also know how to right-click the right machine. Alright, so that will make all of that, so that we can make more of these. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got plenty of material still. And yeah, we got plenty of those as well. Good. So that will get made, and we can continue on our merry little way. Now I said I needed, well, we'll just make the 40. And leave ourselves a little hole. And then this will be our hole so we can get in and out of here to place our units on the inside as we craft them. So I think we have all of this but those units and the 1K ME storage. Depending on how many of these we want will vary on this. And I'm kind of confused because I don't remember it taking copper cable. But I have copper cable here, so that's fine. I'm thinking initially making 16 and 8. Now, what do you require? Huh. All right. So yeah, I'm thinking 16 and 8 initially, just to kind of get a feel for how much a pattern provider holds and how kind of what this is for. I'm thinking it means that we'll only be able to do 8 recipes simultaneously at a time. I could do 16 and 16. Actually, why not just do 16 and 16? Why not just get that done? Yeah, we'll need to make more transistors, but hey. You know, I'm getting to the point that why not is becoming my mantra here. We have materials. Why not? Let's do it all. Let's do it all. And just because I'm not sure if I'll have enough steel plates. Yeah, I would have been short on steel plates, so that's good. I need to get more steel going though, so let's get 8 stacks of charcoal going. Four. Hell with it. Let's do 12. Let's do 12 stacks. What could possibly go wrong? Now, I don't know if you guys have smell-o-vision installed. If you don't, definitely talk to your provider about getting smell-o-vision installed. But my wife is baking Korean sweet potatoes in the background. The whole house smells like baked sweet potato right now. It's kind of driving me a little bonkers. It's kind of driving me a little mad. Because it's all I'm smelling. Alright, so let's get more of these made. Now, I know I need 1, 2, 3 more of those. So that gives us that. So we can now start making these. Let's kind of work on getting the 16 of these made. We're gonna need 16 redstone, a few other things. Do I have a bunch of certix? Oh yeah, I do. I made a bunch. So there's 16 certix quartz plates. There's the half a stack of that. There's 16 of that, red. And there's 16 of this. Now let's get all this done. Looks like I had a single leftover thing. And I apparently just picked up all of my patterns at once. Alright, there's our stabilized fluid. Now we'll start making the 1K processors, and we need to clear that out of there. And I'll produce those. And if I was to make 16 of these as well, I need nether quartz seeds. So 4 per. So really I would need to make 16 nether quartz seeds. Nether, I do have it in dust form. So basically we're taking 8 of this and 8 sand. And that gives us that. We also are going to need one skystone to 4. So we're going to need 4 skystone, 4 ender pearls, and 4 ender. Actually, you know what? I think I have ender pearl dust in another area. Let's check that before we dust pearls. But we do need skystone dust, which I do happen to actually have. Don't know why, but I got it. And I know we're gonna need 4 of this, so we'll liquefy that real fast. And let's go over here and check and see if I do indeed have tiny piles of ender pearl dust over here. Because I think I do. I think when I was processing all of the tungsten a while back. Yes. Yes. So if we take this and we go ahead and turn it into our normal dust, that'll give us that. Cool. So really, we're just waiting on this. And I know I have a mixer here somewhere. There we go. A little bit of a blank out there. There we go. And that will make those crystals. It looks like that requires the hydrochloric, so we'll process that in the other side. This is indeed finished. Let's put you right there for now. I cannot wait to get this stuff automated so that we just hit a button and it's there. Oh, I can't wait for that. It's gonna happen soon. Soon. All right. So 16, and then there's our 16 crystals. And that will process into those chips. And let's get all of this sorted. Because these are all going to be for dense cables. that we need for crafting CPUs and the like. Alright, so we now have all the parts for that as well. Okay, so this I need 64 of these initially to make 16 of those. In order to make 14 of those, I need to... Alright, there we go. So there's our 16 coprocessors. And let's see how we're doing on this. I need to make one more stack of this, apparently. Alright, so there's our 16 pattern providers and our 16 coprocessors. I know it's like not a whole lot for the size of this thing, but you do what you got to. And then pattern providers. All right, and if we close it up and we go down into our maintenance shaft over here, and we right click this, we now have a fully assembled pattern thingy-mabobber. I don't know how it works, but it's assembled. It's there. And all you got to do now is connect it to the AE system. And then we'll be able to do stuff with it. Does this have a GUI? Like, can I like look into this? Oh yeah, it does have a GUI. 16 processors, 49 work per tick. Okay. 064 queued tasks. And this is the MA chamber. So I have 16 pages of patterns I can put in here. That's actually kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. All right, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. All right, let's shove this in here and dense. Let's grab a stack of dense cable. Let's grab some smart cable. A P2P. Actually, we're gonna need a few P2Ps. And then Oh, what else do I want? Memory card. Well, wait. Memory card's on me, isn't it? Alright. Now we do need to make the pattern thing. We'll get that here in a second. We'll do that next. Alright, so I'm going to put this right here. We got our P to P right there. Did I literally just grab 2 stacks of dents? Alright, Alright, so that gets that active. We need a pair it still though. So let's pair it and then see how many channels this thing takes. Because that's one thing I've been curious on is like, how many channels does this take? Let's take one from the inside here. We got yellow and orange, which are both part of the primary. So let's do this one for that. And that is now online. Taking a look, it's assigning channels, it's come online. That's only taking 1 channel? Dude. That's powerful. That's a little crazy. All of this is 1 channel. All right. Let's work on getting our pattern thing then. Our pattern terminal. So we need a crafting terminal and an engineering. And looks like we got a bit to do here. So that's not the terminal I want. That's a terminal. That's not the one I want. I did, however, make a metric crap ton of those. And I have the aluminum screws necessary. That's stainless steel, but this one requires aluminum to make a terminal. So let's go down below to our workshop and get this pattern provider made. And then we're also going to make our memory thing. And we're going to try crafting something. We're actually going to try to do a craft. We're going to try to automate something. Let's see. So I'm going to take 1 panel. What kind of circuit did you require? Just an integrated or a good? All right, good. Do I have any goods? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, let's use up these goods and get rid of them. Aluminum screws. And a liquid redstone. And there's our terminal. All right, the crafting terminal actually gets made inside here. So we are missing aluminum plates. So there's that. And then finally, our pattern terminal. So we can now make patterns. All right. This like gets me all giddy because I can like do stuff now. Does the thing show up in here? I guess it doesn't show up on here. I wonder how I wonder how I'm gonna interact with this. I mean, if I have to manually put it all in, it's gonna be annoying, but okay. Let's see. I need to make these. It's 4 per, and I made enough plates for 36. All right. I just want to see. I have 33 nano processors. So I'm going to need to make some more before we can build all of this. Do I have any assemblies left? I do have enough assemblies to supplement though. So let's take the 7 assemblies. We'll toss all this in here for right now. And then I think one of the first things we will be doing is automating like nano circuits and stuff for HV stuff. All right, so we got that. What else do I got? Did I need for this? I thought I made the plates. I made stellar alloy plates, that's right. Alright, so yeah. This is the amount of redstone I need, which is 144. So 2 stacks plus 16. Alright. Let's get this cooking. And does this require a circuit? No, it doesn't, just the fluid. The other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make, let's see, 4 of these are going to be processors, and the rest is going to be memory. But do we need the memory with the late? Do we need the processors with the AE thing? Let's take a look at what this says here. Now it's gonna have us like pull all this out just to complete the quest because I went ahead. Yeah, it does say co-processing will be required. So let's go ahead and break the stuff that we built just so we complete the quest. And let's get our blank patterns while we're waiting on stuff. Oh, what am I missing? Iron plates. 8 times 3, 24. All right. Oh. There we go. I was gonna say, what is it missing? Alright, pattern. So there's our 8 patterns. We'll set that there. It unfortunately does not give us credit for all the things we made in the past. So we're gonna have to tear out our multi-block. All right, so what's missing? There we go. Now to reassemble this mess. It's a good thing I didn't actually put any patterns in there. All right. All right, cool. So that's assembled again. And we completed the quest, which gives us like levels and singularities and all these fun things. Singularities we'll use later. We're not going to use that right now. And then now it's the making the co-processors and such. They want us to make a crafting monitor too, which I guess is okay. Actually, do I have a crafting monitor laying around? I have crafting units. I don't have the crafting monitor. I guess I can make one of them have a crafting monitor. Can you... Guess you can't get it back, so you need a storage monitor, which is a level emitter. Alright. So that completes that task. I know I'm going to want 16 of these. Where are you? All right. So the only thing left is making the memory module, or the 64K, and that's got to be made in an assembler. All right, so we're gonna need 20 of these, if my math is right. So we're gonna need to make 540 of the 1K memory modules. This is gonna take a little bit. What I think I'll do is I'll make one setup with just a single 64K memory bit. And we'll go from there. Clear all these out for right now. Because I don't think I have Well, I know I don't have the cable, but do I have the logic circuits to do that? I actually do. I actually do. But it will take a really long time. So we'll get the parts going to make 27 of these. So we can get one going just to complete the quest and to get a single crafting CPU set up. And then we'll build just a little miniature setup just to continue. And then off camera, I'll go ahead and make all of the other ones. That way you guys aren't waiting for God knows how long. Because this is already going to be a 2-hour recording as is. Getting all of this set up. So we'll just move along and build things as we go. So that will get that cooking. And that will go from there. So we'll be right back as soon as this finishes. All right, we're back and this is finished. Now we just need to get the next tier. Stainless steel. So we need stainless steel foil. Do I happen to have 9? Ha! I do. Alright, what else do I need for this? Quartz glass. And 9 redstone. Then after that, I'm going to need 3. And then I believe 1. So we'll just do all of it right there. Do the other ones require quartz glass as well? It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like they do. And I'm gonna need titanium foil. Only got 2, so we'll have to get a foil making. Alright, so we got that, and then we need a platy. So other than getting 4 more quartz glass, that right there should be all of the parts we need to finish straight to 64. So stabilized redstone. We'll just throw all of this in here, and it'll make the parts, and then we'll just move it in as we go. And this part actually should be pretty quick. And then looking at the last part of this, we are going to need Teflon. So we will get some Teflon here in a second. Now, where is the Teflon? There you are. Let's just grab a little of it. So we know we need a crafting thingy. Just gonna grab the crafting units here. Our 64K disc, and bam. And there we are. There's our 64K crafting unit. And because I'm going to want several of these, I think initially I should have brought cable. Now, the thing about these is they have to be stacked in like a square type format. Now, normally I wouldn't do this. This is just going to be for this initial. But we'll have a single like tower here. That'll have 4 crafting coprocessors and a single 64K. And I'm not doing good here. Alright. Now we are going to connect all these. But it'll be a little funky. And since that one is only taking 1, I'm going to plug it in to the same one, and I want to see. So yeah, this is also only taking 1 channel. The whole thing's 1 channel. That's beautiful. So we got a crafting CPU. We have thing here. Interface terminal doesn't show anything about it. But that's fine. That's cool. So, what are we going to set up as our first craft? Let's do kind of something simple. Let's do the transistors. Because we seem to keep mysteriously needing these. So we now have a transistor plate. Doesn't show anything there, so I guess I manually have to put it in here, which is a little annoying. So I have it there. Does it show up in here now? No, it doesn't. It never shows up in here. That's what kind of makes me scratch my head. Now I can't craft it. Now say I want 10. Let's craft 10. Actually no. Let's do this in batches of 4 or 8, I should say. Let's just craft 8. And just like that, we have 8. All right. I kind of wonder if I can have more than one controller in here so I can access it, though. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. And in fact, I'm kind of leaning towards we probably can't. But yeah, that will wrap things up. We got our Teflon automated. We got the crafting cube thing started. And we may move this. We'll see. But we're going to start getting the other things built and getting all of our stuff automated. Once I figure out where I'm gonna put the automation setups for it anyway. But yeah, so that will wrap this episode up, and I will talk to all of you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.